So, get a quick drink. Got some G.I. Joe stuff in. And I'll put the box way far over from my reach. Once again, these are ones that I'm seeing everybody getting. I pre-ordered them. I never have ever got anything saying mine were coming, when they were coming, whatever. So again, I just ordered them off of the eBay. Got them for a little bit more. I didn't pay a whole bunch more for them. Got a few bucks. Nothing crazy. I guess it depends on what you call it. I guess it is a little crazy, but it's not that crazy. It's not a lot crazy. But oh, and they put more of these stupid little pop things in there. Red Beard Toys, baby. Thank you. Give me a cool little card. But I hate when they package these things. Because they're such a mess trying to get your stuff out. You don't do it good enough and it makes out ass. Well, look at Wetsuit. Man, I don't like that light. That glare does no good for these boxes. Did I show that part? Can't remember. These boxes glare so bad. This is Wetsuit. He doesn't have a name. Some of them have names on, some of them don't. There he goes. There he goes. Old Mel. Squeaking and squawking. Oh, Lord. Pretty cool. What is the other one I got? That's Torpedo, I do believe, right? There's scuba diver guy, underwater guy. I think it's Torpedo. All right. Her shirt's Torpedo. So hard to keep all these names straight of all these. I really don't know how people keep all this stuff in their brain. Remembering like every episode and remember the episodes and the comic books and the characters and the background history on them, and I could not get a hold of that for nothing. I just don't understand how people remember all that stuff. I can't keep it on my head. I mean, no way. No way. I don't know why I'm doing this, because I know here in a minute this is going to make so much noise that I'm trying not to talk over it, by the way. I've raised my voice now. Alright, we're going to pause it because for some reason that's not coming out. I'm going to itch my eyeball. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Check out Wetsuit. Man. Something in my mouth. Alright, let's check out. He's got a gun here. Got some kind of little handgun. Like I said, no idea what that is. Got a little knifey knife. Got him a spotlight so he can, go search the fields late at night, see if he can't spotlight some deer. But anyways, got him a little underwater flashlight. Oh my Lord. Sorry. Once again, I just got done eating. When I get home, I don't eat all day long. Like from I get up at 5:30 and I get home right around 3. So I don't eat anything. By the time I get home, then I eat, and then I'm like, I'm a big giant pig, even though it has nothing to do with this. So anyway, then I try to do these real quick, and then anyway, I guess this is some kind of I don't know what that is. Is that the thing they hang on to propel them through the water? I have seen that on G.I. Joe where they hang on to the thing and it pulls them through the water. That might be what that is. I have no idea. Then you got him a backpack here. I don't think I have the vintage one of him. And I don't think I got the vintage one of Torpedo neither. I think when I got it, I got one that was something different. I don't get this. I don't understand unless if you're a scuba person. Tell me why that's like that. I've never seen. But then again, I don't think I've ever seen scuba fins besides the like little cheapy ones that little kids buy at Walmart. I don't think I've actually seen the real deal. And there's this little scuba mask here. Kind of wild looking. All right. He looks pretty determined. Yeah, arms bend. He ain't got really much. I guess he does a few. Like I said, he moves like an action figure. Oh, he's kind of little. Like he's got some little scrawny legs on him. I've always noticed too. See how that one bends at the below the knee, and this one wants to bend above the knee. I've always noticed a lot of my G.I. Joes do that. He's actually been pretty good. Seems like he's a little loose in the waist area a little bit. And he's definitely a little loose. That area there, kind of the waist or whatever. Sorry. All right, yeah. Like I said, man, I'm trying to remember what he looked like off the cartoon. Like I said, I always remember him, being on the cartoon. Who were they saying? It was him and Leatherneck. I think that's what they were saying on the video. They were kind of always kind of buddies and at odds all the time. And was it him? I don't know if this is the same episode where, like, they kind of were like, kind of always fighting with each other, but then something happens to Leatherneck where he's in the hospital and then he's got to go do some kind of lift a curse or something off him so he's, good or something like that. I can't remember. Something like that. Like I said, I've seen so many. Oh, wow. He didn't want to. Boy, his arms don't want to move. Like I said, once again, it is a little cool in here, but man, I don't remember, action figures ever not wanting to move. But then again, I don't guess I've never really had action figures when I was a kid. I'm trying to think. Because when I had wrestling figures, they were the big LJN and they were big hunks of rubber. I didn't have any He-Man. Man, that's kind of got me. I don't remember having like action figures that like this. I mean, man, sorry. I went into like I said, most of my toys were trucks and cars, like Matchbox cars. Like I said, we lived on that's kind of weird how that does. We lived on a farm, so we always had like play tractors, trucks, combines, stuff like that, plows, discs, Yeah, boy, I could say this stuff don't want to step in his leg. And man, I'm really having a hard time with him wanting to move. And then all this stuff on his arms not wanting to stay. There he is with all that stuff in there, I guess. Man, do you hear that? Oil can. He's a little on the tight side. Well, I guess he's say right. I don't know if these really matter if the feet, because there's an R and L on them for right and left. Does it really actually matters? I don't know. Does it matter out there, folks? If you happen to put his foot on the left foot on the right side or whatever. It's not like someone's mowing their yard. There's that. There's his little backpack. in this backpack here, this is kind of different. Like they have actually 3 pegs. There's a peg. There's 1 peg here, and then 2 pegs down here at the bottom. So this all kind of plugs in together. Here'll be the thing: are they all going to match up and actually fit? Here's that. I'm pretty sure this is something he hangs on to, like propelling him through the water. Where'd he go to? Oh my goodness! Once again, fat boy. Yeah, if you can see here, that's something he hangs on, pulls into the water like a little underground thing. That's kind of crazy. I was that fat boy, and I've actually lost some weight. I'm still like, oh god. But if, like I said, I've seen a couple of things where they're talking about this character, and they were kind of like, I don't really remember him always, he didn't always wear this, his face was uncovered, but the toy, the actual toy from the 80s or whatever, he had this on. So I'm more likely going to display him like this. There you go, man. There he is all dressed up. It's pretty cool, man. Wetsuit. I said, I'm trying to think. Like I said, it seems like the past few G.I. Joes I've gotten to, the ankles are really, because I want to say my Ghost Viper and the Scorpion, Desert Scorpion, and what was the other one? Oh, I can't remember what the heck that was called now. Seemed like they all kind of had weak ankles, like they didn't want to stand up very good. But yeah. I'm going to put the light in his hand here so I can... Yeah, there you go. That is pretty cool, right? That's pretty awesome. I like that. Air wetsuit. Like I said, the ankles just seem like they're a little... It's just like, just a little bit. Not nothing crazy, but they just seem like they're a little bit. Little bit. I definitely don't like how this gun fits in there. Like, literally the trigger stops it from being able to put it in a holster all the way. Oh, wait a minute. No, it is like that. Oh, that's really safe that you're... There, okay. I guess we'll say that's really, really safe that your trigger is what stops your gun going all the way in the holster if you happen to bump it and you shoot yourself in the foot. There we are, wetsuit. Pretty cool, man. I'm going to have to look and see if I can't find me a vintage... wetsuit. Yeah, awesome. Leave that at that. I got another classified I'm going to share with you, but I'll do another video with it not so long. All right, so there you go, wetsuit. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. Yay, yay. Pretty cool. There's a lot to come, man. There's a lot of cool GIs. I think they actually just dropped some more, I do believe. I'll have to look it up and see which ones they are. I can't remember which ones they are now right of hand, but I think one of them was some kind of Viper, and I'm going to have to look it up because I can't remember. I think the retro cards too, so I don't think I'm going to pre-order. I think I'm just going to wait until they pop up on eBay for $10 more or something. That way I'll just get them. I don't have to wait, Everybody else is up. I can't remember which figures it was. They were already opening them. I pre-ordered them. They were in the stores. People are opening them on, YouTube and showing them. And I'm like, well, they're everywhere. But where's mine, man? Where's mine? Anyway, peace out. Said enough. See ya.